Like,
But we've had
hopefully,
this conversation with Pokemon, like franchises like that. It's like sometimes they're only good for one,
hmm,
maybe two. When it gets to like, if the second game is struggling, like if the second game is treading water, then you know it's not a good
yeah,
fit.
yeah. So we have Victor killed now. We have
Yes,
all five. I my connection dropped for a second. So at this point, do we know where the big bad is?
we haven't met them yet. However, the only ones left. So once we find them on the map, we can go and basically take them on straight away.
Okay, so we're basically driving around looking for someone looking shady.
Essentially, yeah, and that's the most frustrating. That's oddly the most frustrating part of the game is that you need to like basically go and find them on the map. Now, if you look at the map, sometimes it's kind of obvious because some of them are right beside your respawn point,
Hmm.
and some of them aren't. So, like, if you know there's like say, look, you see the map there is split into two parts. So if there's three on that
Yeah,
side, then there has to be three on this side. Like the game is not
yeah.
that fucking like random, you know.
You have to have symmetry,
Yeah, exactly. So like
or it has to be in the middle.
or in the middle, exactly. I think in the city area, which I've already been to and just played through the Shy like
Hmm.
pretty much the big boss is the first one you meet, and that's very deliberate. It's like he's like, for want of a better word, he's in Nagatomi Plaza, but the trouble is that like you're not ready for Nagatomi Plaza, you know.
Yeah.
So
Sorry,
that's the difference.
I thought those guys were your lot.
We did, and we run them over by accident, and now they're after us.
All right. Okay. Fair
It's
enough.
fine. I'll get over it.
Dun, dun, dun. So again, just driving around looking for someone shady.
Yep. Oh, look! Hey, look! There's something shady over there, out by the sea. I wonder what it could
Shady.
be.
The Docklands could have something shady out just beyond the docks.
Hmm. Do you know what? Let's walk on this pipe and see where it leads us. Dum 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 dum. Oh dear.
Well, at least they figured out swimming physics.
Yeah. If there isn't many physics to begin with, but we can float, and that's a start.
I love like jumping full body out of the water.
It is like one of the. It is definitely one of the ones that games always seem to get wrong. Is the whole like, if you land in water from any height, you'll be fine.
Oh
Like
yeah.
your acceleration, deceleration is just it doesn't matter.
Trying to remember, was it didn't Vice not Vice City didn't San Andreas have that? That you could fall into any pool of any height from any height,
Hmm.
like you're skydiving.
I think
I
most
know it's
GTA games
grand.
had that part five. Five is the only one to actually calculate the actual deceleration. So like you couldn't like parachute into a pool because like your momentum will make you hit the bottom and kill you anyway.
Okay, now you've actually got me tempted to try loading up GTA 5 again,
Yeah,
just to try that out.
yeah, no, that's genuine. Believe me, I tried.
Yeah.
I've had to answer this question of physics to myself as well. So I've taken this particular bullet for you.
Hmm. Okay, so this is essentially work your way up to that flaming oil rig.
Pretty much, yeah. And like I said, because we've like whittled down his forces enough, it's actually not that bad.
Okay.
Yeah, especially compared to the other levels. Now, of course, there's still respawn points right in the middle of the
Yeah.
fucking way, but hey, what can you do?
Well, at least they heal you up a bit.
Well, yeah, I mean there were good fodder for skills, so we'll take that.
Oh no, you missed it.
It's fine. We can jump.
Makes no goddamn sense.
Nothing at all. No sense whatsoever. But hey, do you know what? We'll take it.
Yeah. So is there any reason why you didn't change your weapon? If these guys all have the same weapon,
Hmm.
wouldn't that have made sense to use their guns?
To a certain extent, yes, but the gun that I have here, basically more bullets, more damage. And
I think that's how most guns work.
Yeah, it is, broadly speaking. In my experience, it is anyway. But the reason I didn't change was mainly because I definitely needed a big explosive boy, which is what I have here.
Yep.
But also, the gun they have here that, like, again, if even one or two people have the same machine gun, that's a couple of clips, and I'm pretty much back, like, fully fill up again. So I'd rather take the other gun that these guys have is basically like an M19, I think it's called, the one that has a really long carbine barrel on it. But it's got smaller what's the word I'm thinking of? It's oh Jesus, what's the term I'm thinking of? It carries less ammo, and and it takes a bit. It's a bit quicker reload as well, but it doesn't carry as much ammo just generally. So this machine gun, yeah, it's got 800 bullets, and the reload is shite, but like you're definitely taking out more people with 800 bullets than the other thing. So that's my logic, really.
Such broken physics.
Oh, tell me about it. Tell me about it. And again, this is a game that's trying to do platforming, and the platforming isn't really that good.
No.
Especially considering with the camera, you can't really see where you're landing. You're just basically taking the game.
With this camera, did it allow like free swivel on it?
Yeah.
Okay, grand.
The swivel is not the problem. It's the distance, the actual the clearance. So you can't actually see. So from most angles, when you're aiming up and down, like you can see your feet, but you can't see where you're landing. So that's not really what you want. You need to kind of like also see your shadow, essentially. Like again, that's platforming 101, really, realistically speaking.
Right. I'm trying to think, how far are you from? How realistically, how far are you from the big bad?
In terms of like where
I haven't paid attention to his name. Please tell me it's Vladimir.
It's Vladimir something, I think.
Of course, you can't have a head of the Russian mafia that's not.
I mean, his name does actually literally mean leader, so like,
yeah,
you know, it comes with the time with the territory. You see, the difference here. This is the difference in levels, right? We pick someone out from like from about 60 feet away, but then the guy that comes up behind us and starts shooting us in the back, we just have to kick him to death. Not because like we don't want to shoot him, it's because we choose not to.
And I'm also guessing that the attack button is the same for shooting, so it just auto decided, no, you're too close range. You can kick him.
Well, there is a melee button, thankfully, but also if you are too close to the person, he'll just automatically pistol whip them. So yeah, I think I had an instance once or twice, maybe when I was playing this, where I was trying to like shoot someone down from like I was from a raised position down to the ground, trying to aim for something there. Because I was too close to the wall, the guy started pistol whipping the wall, and I couldn't take my shot. Gameplay, it's a hell of a thing.
Oh yeah.
We should try testing it once or twice. You know.
Again, this is perfect setup for grenades all day.
Yeah. I mean, there's a reason why I haven't used my big boom yet. I'm saving it for a rainy day.
Wait, is that the name of the bad guy in this?
Big boom? No.
No, rainy day.
Oh, rainy day. Sorry. I mean, again, I'd rather if it was, to be honest with you, rather than just like a lot of like foreign stereotypes.
Yeah.
And foreign stereotypes you see all the time. Like it's always the Mexicans, it's always Russians, it's always the fucking Chinese. Like,
well, I mean, like you look at who some of the big gangs around New York are at this stage, and yeah,
I know
they broke the Irish mob, they broke the Italian mob.
They did.
So having them as being they were either wise guys who got away with it or wise guys who got caught up in it and are gone now.
Yeah.
But this is just like, hey, here's a fresh wave of them.
Yeah, they literally just respawned like 6 for no reason.
Yeah.
It was like, oh, fuck you too, game.
But no, given that there is still some underworld of, oh, fuck off.
I pressed the wrong button.
That's why you should leave the bombing to someone who knows what they're at.
That's true. I should have had you here in the room for it.
And again, so how far back does it set you?
Based to wherever your retreat is, but because I'm not like wiping out a good bit of that level, most of those enemies won't be there if I book it there in time. So It's not too bad. Like I said, had I not cleared out the rest of those sub commanders beforehand, that level would be substantially worse.
Oh yeah, okay.
And then we'll have broken the Volk. They'll have been defeated once and for all.
Will they actually have been beaten once for all, or will you be moved on to the next part of the city?
Well, yeah. So the way it works is once you take down the boss, there's going to be like what they call a final stand somewhere on the map, and then once you do that, then the gang is actually defeated, and then that part of the map then is peaceful and doesn't have to be worried about again.
Oh, okay.
And then move on then to the other part of the map then where there is actual more criminals to be.
Okay, so what is this final stand going to involve? Any, like, I would imagine if you had taken this boss on with the other ones still alive, that you'd be fighting Olga and Victor and whoever else.
In the last stand, I actually don't know the answer to that question. Logic would assume that maybe, but then no, do you know what? I'd say, like, if you were to take on the big bad first, and then if you had sub commanders left, I'd say you probably have to take them out anyway. To be honest with you, I'm just even thinking from the process of the game logic. Like, I think, I think you probably have to take out all the bosses anyway, for it to actually clean out the city completely.
Okay,
I think so. Yeah, because I'm just trying to think if they're true. Again, anyone who's actually played this game, feel free to correct me in the comments, because I haven't actually tried at this stage if that's the case or not. But I don't know. Like, you really kind of like asked me an interesting question there that I can't answer.
Boing.
Like, as far as I can remember, like, the final stand is issued for, like, here's the last remnants of the gang, which
but that should involve the gang leaders if you haven't killed them.
Well, I was going to say the opposite. It was like the last stand only occurs because there's no one else to lead them. Like, basically the gang is like, okay, we're at our wits' end. We have no one to lead the troops, so the troops are just basically going over the trench and hope for the best.
Okay, fair enough.
That's my take on it now. I don't know if that's true or not, but platforming, so shit.
This seems very frustrating.
Yes, it is. And again, this is required. This is how to proceed in this level.
Is this actually the only way to get there?
I believe so, yes.
Oh, fuck off.
I think it's either that now you have to fight your way through the other the oil tower. So yeah, this is by far the easiest and most
but as you said, this is now easier than it would be otherwise. So would fighting through the oil tower have actually been that bad?
Well, I'd say it would have been the same difference, I think, because, like, if you see there, that's where the connection is between the two towers, and it's a pipe. So, like, if you can bounce on a pipe, all power to you, or you'll end up falling in the water anyway and having to climb up that section regardless. So why not just swim over there to begin with and just start your journey there? You know.
Fair.
Game design, you gotta love it.
They definitely knew what they were at here.
Sure, let's go with that.
All right, so Still no resistance, so well done. You didn't get caught out,
No, no respawns as of yet.
but we're expecting them to be in here somewhere.
Yes.
Unless you kill them all as you wrap up. No, there they are. Okay.
There we go.
Oh, there those tricks are. Okay.
Explosions, explosions, explosions.
Friendly fire.
No, more explosions. Explosions. Rick and Morty, forever and ever. And then we go around the corner to hide.
And heal up a wee bit. How did you kill none of them with the rocket launcher there?
Because they all dodge, James. He's like, "Yeet."
Okay, you've only got 600 bullets left.
Yeah, and it's gonna be touch and go, man. It's gonna be touch and go.
There was absolutely no need for you to do that.
I think it was. I think river dancing on the corpse beforehand I think, adds that extra bit of emotional damage that I think this game was asking for.
And seriously, the brokenness of the physics here.
I know.
Alright, this guy is falling off the side of the platform. I better kick him while I'm at it.
The comedic value alone, I think, says it's worth it. You know?
Yeah.
Again, do you love how the lock on like focused on the guy like 50 feet away as opposed to one running at us?
Yeah.
Yeah, I've had to deal with that all fucking game.
It's talking about the bigger threat. Oh god, no.
Oh yes.
Are you serious?
Oh yes.
Did you kill him?
He's alive. You can still see him on the map there. His little kind of gang icon is still flashing.
Yeah.
But he has taken a bit of a toll.
You have to go confirm the kill.
Yeah. Well, he's still shooting at us and shouting angrily in Slovak, so. Boing!
This is so stupid.
Isn't it? I don't care at this stage. A win's a fucking win. Like.
Okay, so goodbye to the Russians.
Yeah. Vladimir Golyak has been eliminated.
Oh, Vladimir of the Gulags.
Yes, exactly.
They're really not subtle with their name.
Not whatsoever.
No.
In fairness, we're not subtle at all with our names. Isn't that right, James O. Potato?
Vladimir Golyak may be dead.
Oh no.
Okay,
so this is now go deal with the last stand.
Pretty fucking much, yeah. That's it.
Can we be sure that we have full control over the den? With Golyak and company dead, the Volk's low-level thugs have taken to the
Yeah, I was right with that then because the guy just said in passing there. With Golyak and his people dead, the Volk are making a last stand in the town square. So it means you have to take out all 6 then.
Okay.
So you could, in theory, take out the leader if you wanted to. Do it first, but in order to actually get rid of the gang, everyone must be gone.
Yeah.
And that's probably where the actual, like, 100%edness comes from as well.
Okay. Okay, so one last stand with no particular. It's just kill them all. Is it?
Just kill them all. Exactly. Just death and more death.
Okay. I think we could do that.
We absolutely fucking will. Because they're pretty much fishing a barrel now at this stage.
Yeah,
So.
I was gonna say like they've really not been putting up too much of a fight against you.
No. Well, it's been fine in this one, but like the step up in weapons and armor and health and all this sort of stuff. It's steep enough. Really, it is steep.
Going to say like, is there ever any point where they introduce a character that's, oh God, you killed yourself?
I died. Yeah.
Why did I say that like Shatner?
Oh God. Oh gee.
God, he's killed himself.
That's absolutely awful. Oh.
Okay, Chris died of it. Fair enough.
We've all had different interpretations of it, you know.
But do they introduce any character that's any kind of a threat to kill, or is it just wave after wave for the remainder of the game?
Essentially, no. Like the mini bosses are the ones that have like extra packs of health, and they'll have like little kind of like bodyguards that have extra packs of health as well. Like realistically, like if you're saying is do you introduce any other enemies? Not really. Like they have the other like gangs, which is the Shy-Gen, which we'll deal with eventually.
There really is no challenge in this.
Nope, not at this stage. Like rocket launcher solves all, man.
Like I said, if you get a chance, try Vice City or try GTA 4 with only a rocket launcher.
Yeah, it sounds interesting now when the way you framed it.
Purely just for you may have to consider collateral damage. You may have to consider I have to kill all the enemies, but not little Jacob.
Well, little Jacob's the last to die here for the Volk. And that's it. And the Volk are dead.
Congrats, you killed a lot of peasants.
I really fucking I wiped out half of Eastern Europe. I'm really upset about this.
Really?
Like holy fuck, like.
Is free to formally join the existing citizens, and all are united in their relief.
And now that all the peasants are dead, the peasants can be safe.
Removing all associated grease and grime produced by the Volk occupation. A new name for the den marks a new beginning. Hope Springs. Your effectiveness.
Oh, Hope Springs is a shit name for a city. Is it? Now because you took out this gang, Agent, everyone's able to get green cards and work minimum wage. Just like they were at home. Good work, Agent.
Well, congrats, you made the city better by, killing all the men in the city.
Yep.
I'm glad you kept that bit in.
I totally forgot about that.
Just a bit.
It's like, oh, Agent, thank you for helping us clear out the criminals of the city. Oh, Jesus!
What's this? Crime!
Are you a crime? And now? A criminal? Yes. Yes, I am.
Well, look, when there are no criminals, that means you have to face the criminal within yourself. Which means you have to go for crime spree.
Search for the criminal inside yourself.
So, where does this unlock for you next?
Well, 3 is the big city, and as we wind down this session of Crackdown, I'm going to get us to the big city and give you a little taste of what the Shy-Gen is like. Not that like it's a good taste; it's quite unpalatable actually. Quite unpleasant sort, but we'll get there. We'll find our way home anyway. And I'm sure, like, it gives an excuse to drive very fast around the city.
Yeah. Look, clearly at this point they knew what they were doing in building sandboxes. I think as far as an environment setup, I've seen a lot worse.
Yeah, it's generic enough that it makes it work. Because, like I said, like it's for something like this, you just want a bit of a playground, that you can destroy and demolish and shit like that. Yeah. So it ticks a box.
As far as it being a sandbox, it very much was. Here is mayhem. Go have fun.
Go forth and have fun. Exactly. Yeah, and that's exactly what it is.
Yeah. Can't say I was too much of a fan of the villains that you were going after. Don't think they had any real personality to them.
Nope. Very, very meh.
Yeah. But like it was still carnage to get from A to B, and it seemed like it was a point of just run against wave after wave until you get there. So fair enough. It promised what I expected.
It didn't promise much, and yet it still fulfilled it.
Yeah. I mean, can't complain too much of that. Seems to be a more alive world than I'm trying to think what other sandboxes we played recently on the channel and off it.
Better game than Watch Dogs.
That's exactly what I was thinking. I was trying to frame what I was thinking about it, which was better to promise very little and deliver on that very little than to promise a lot and give a bare bones.
Give us nothing, exactly.
Version of that. Like, yeah, I think still Watch Dogs is one of the. It was one of those few examples of they promised so much that did not pan out.
Yep, it actually was like, such a disappointment.
Like the Keanu Reeves game, what was it called again?
Cyberpunk,
yeah. It was one promised so much and it was bare bones at the end.
Well, it seems to have got the shit together 3 years later, so you never know.
So they should have waited 3 years to like deliver it.
To be fair, they've been waiting like 6 years to actually develop the fucking game, so they need to release it at some stage.
But hyping it up for like cart before the horse.
Yeah, I know. Well, they had stakeholders they wanted to keep on side, so So yeah, this is where now it gets a bit complicated because now we're in a big city and everything's a skyscraper. So now if you want to try and find your agency posts, good luck. You're gonna have to climb up some fucking buildings to find them.
Okay, so essentially you have to take over tower by tower.
Not even take over tower per tower per tower, but just trying to find where you're going. Because like you'll see on the map, but you have absolutely no point of reference whether it's up or down or indifferent.
Oh, like it's like Vice City figured that out years ago.
Yeah. Well, no, this is definitely a choice because like the actual the movie guy says that like, you have to go and find the agency retreat. You have to find the keep.
Yeah.
Because clearly finding it away from the veering eyes of criminals is what you need to do here, as opposed to helping out your fucking agents properly. I think the game logic is that like because the agents have like super strength and super jumping ability, that by putting them on like high ledges and platforms on top of buildings, then that keeps them safe and keeps the criminals out.
But like honestly, what would have made this so much better would have been a villain who's like on par with you strength wise.
Well, I don't know if you saw there, but we just got shot in five bullets.
Yeah.
So this is the final level. Make no mistake about it.
Fair enough.
It's very pointed in that regard as well. So, so yeah, that is what's left of Crackdown. Anyway, we have 6 bosses left, and then the big bad, and then whatever happens next, I guess. It's the best way to describe it. Yeah. But yeah, that's pretty much all there is to say about Crackdown in the end. It's and the final levels is going to be more of the same, except for probably more death, to be honest with you.
Death and destruction. Death and destruction.
Pretty fucking much. But yeah, so we'll go for one last hurrah here to see what we can find. And we can try and get ourselves to the fist fight here. We find some weapons, possibly. But all they give me is the fucking Mickey Mouse one I had last time, and I die in the streets of the city.
But that's as far as I'm concerned. That's the end of this game.
It is. Yep, that's it. The triads got us in the end. May he rest in peace. He wasn't really that good to begin with. He got replaced by Terry Crews. The end. So now, James, your commitment to the Sandbox Jukebox is over. You have endured Crackdown for a couple of hours, and thank you very much for that.
Sure.
So, as is tradition with Sandbox Jukebox, whenever we do have people joining in to play through, you get your choice of games. So, already on the wheel, we have Driver San Francisco, Grand Theft Auto 3, and Saints Row 2. So, what would you like to add onto the wheel of games?
Oh, I get to add onto the wheel. Okay.
Yeah, you get to choose any Sandbox game you want.
Hmm.
And it doesn't have to be in chronological order. It can be literally anything from any franchise. That's so long as it's a Sandbox game.
Okay. Let's see. I'm just throwing up a list of recent Sandbox games to kind of parse my way through it. What have I not played, and what would I not mind seeing a playthrough of Grown Up? Let's see now. Eeny, meeny, miny. I'm looking to not pick up something that I'm going to go through myself, or something that like would be a massive investment. Like I'm not going to go throw No Man's Sky at you or something like that.
Yeah, for something like that was more open ended. We'd probably like play a couple of we clock like a certain number of hours on it, and then we move on to the next game or something. You know, just in case that ever comes up, like for something like say the Elder Scrolls or something, we do the same thing. We follow the maybe the main storyline and then move on. Then
Okay, I've got one here. Valheim,
Valheim.
Norwegian survivor game in 2021.
Oh, okay. Yep, that works out fine. Okay. Valheim. Yep. We can throw that onto the wheel, yeah. Valheim is now on the wheel. That's gonna be James'
Valheim
pick.
is not available. So, have you taken a quick look at it? I know nothing about it, but it seems to have good reviews.
Seems like it anyway, yeah. Like I said, it seems like one of those ones that could possibly be a bit more open-ended. But as I said,
it's a crafting survival game.
Yeah. So, like I said, it could be something that where, like, yeah, we might stop those couple of hours, and then kind of once we get the gist, then we can move on. But like, yeah, that works out just as well. So if it does come out in the wheel, we shall play it. So good stuff.
Lovely.
All right then. So in that case, guys, thank you very much for watching us. And next week on the Sandbox Jukebox, we will spin the wheel again. And we will have new co-hosts, and we will hopefully try and take down these dastardly Shy-Gens, Shy-Gen Shyhawks, as I like to call them.
Oh, look, sorry, we died, we lost. It's over.
Well, it's over for you, James. Yes, no, that's it. You don't need to know anymore. It's fine.
Well, canonically, it's over.
No, yes, that's absolutely right. Yes, God, I wish you were right. But in any case, we'll see you next week on the Sandbox Jukebox for more of the same. Good night, everybody.
See you.